My name is Justin Goodrich, and this video is the final project for Dr. Reekman's marketing class. First, I'll be presenting the binders. We have the practice management binder. We have the tab for the pre-visit, the tab for the first visit, healthcare class, report of findings, and the progressive exam. The other binder we have is the research binder. We got the subluxation tab, the wellness development tab, subluxation condition tab. We have the chiropractic spinal, functional neurology, current mechanic systems, dad medicine, and new vitalistic systems. And for my interview, I'm going to interview a patient that walks in off the street. Okay, if I can get you to have a seat for me, thanks. Alright, your name is? Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith. Why did you come in and see us today? You have some tingling in your hands? Okay, we can definitely get that checked out for you. First thing that I like to do with all new patients is tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated Life University in Marietta, Georgia in 2016. I grew up here in the Buffalo area before I moved down with my parents into Marietta and got into chiropractic. And in our office, what we do is we work in the full spine, which is a manual technique to correct the subluxation. And let me go ahead and tell you what a subluxation is. And it is a spinal issue that causes compression of the root. And what's going to happen when you get that compression of the root is you can tend to lose function, and it does not allow the body to work properly. And what the adjustment does is it comes in and it rectifies the subluxation, removing all the interference, and it allows the body to heal itself. Now, typically, with some of the philosophy, I have a healthcare class that I do on Thursdays at 9, that free healthcare class. So what we'd like you to do is, before we begin any care, if we can have you come out to that class on Thursday, and we'll be able to go into a little bit more philosophy. And since we are a family-based practice, we do encourage any spouse or children to come out with us. Okay. And while we're here, let's go ahead and get your initial findings in, as well as go ahead and get the X-ray. Alright, so while I look over this, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and plan to see you in on Thursday at the healthcare class, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for coming back in, Mr. Smith. I hope you found that the healthcare class was educational. Did you have any questions in regards to anything that we spoke about? Alright, well, let me go ahead and begin. Based off the findings and the x-rays, what we have here is your x-ray, and we found the subluxation at T1. And that is going to explain why you came in and why you're having the tingling in your fingers. Now what happens is you have the initial compression on the root on the right side, and what that's doing is it's causing that, starting up here in the upper thoracic mid-neck area, and it's coming down, and the root comes down into your fingers, and it's causing the tingling. So typically what we do in this situation is we start you off at a couple of weeks. What we have here is is a program that I'd like you to follow. It's going to have some exercises that we'd like you to do on a daily basis to help stretch. And it's also going to show you our game plan. Typically with this subluxation, we like to see you start off coming in 2 times a week for the first 4 weeks. At the end of the 4 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to reassess, see how everything's doing, figure out if we need to take a different approach. And if all is going well and we're seeing some improvement, then we like to continue at 1 week. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and review this information. Go ahead and sign it, and we'll get it out to the secretary, and then we'll go ahead and begin corrective care. Do you have any questions in regards to the question? In regards to anything that we have discussed so far, and and the program that we have set forward? All right, well, let's go ahead and begin. Go ahead and have you look over this, take it out to the secretary, and follow me back to the office. Thanks.